Alright, another gig log for you. We're on our way to a middle school prom tonight. And yeah, middle schools actually do have proms. And here's the situation as far as middle school is concerned. Even though it is a public school, we're actually going to a church tonight. They've rented out the fellowship hall of our local Catholic church here in town, at least one of the Catholic churches. So even though we're going to be in a church, it's not a Catholic school, it's a public school, but they're just renting out the facilities of the Catholic church. So so I didn't want to confuse you on that to make you think that's going to be a Catholic school. So anyway, I don't really know how much I'm going to be filming this evening, just because it is middle school kids, and I don't really like to get their faces on camera. So really, I'm probably just going to be doing what I can to still film as much as I can, but not really get their faces. So you're probably seeing a lot of their feet, like I normally do whenever I do middle school events. So anyway, I'm going to try to put up a pretty good light show tonight. Going to try and put the par cans up on top of the speakers tonight, just see how that works out. So we're just going to kind of experiment with that. Still trying to experiment on ways I can get some more lighting out on the dance floor. So anyway, we'll try it tonight. We'll see how it works, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll talk to you when we get set up. We should be there probably in about another 10 minutes. Alright, here we are and set up. We're set up on the stage tonight. Look what we got. And I'm playing TV themes right now, by the way. That's the house theme you're listening to in the background. Now normally I don't put up my banner, like for weddings and stuff, but I figured for a school dance it'd be fine, so I just got it on the facade. You see it right there. So we're going to put the par cans on top of the speakers tonight, see how that looks. Kind of like it.
The kisses are hers and hers, and history's coming into.
And got a request sheet right here for the kids to write down the requests. They won't be coming up on the stage. That's what I normally do for dances. Okay, dance is going on now. We've been going for about 25 minutes and going pretty good so far. I finally played the Cupid Shuffle and I got them out there dancing. So anyway, I can't really shut the camera out because I don't want to get out his faces because they're up here making requests and stuff. So I'll try to get the dance floor here in a little bit. Okay, I kind of wish I could shine the camera around, but we're doing what we call a snowball dance. And how that works is it works really good with middle schoolers. What I'm doing is I'll get on the microphone, I'll say snowball, and that means they switch parts. It gives everybody kind of a chance to dance with everybody. So I'm playing My Heart Will Go On by Titanic, the Titanic theme from Celine Dion, because they're going to release that movie again in theaters next week. So in 3D, this month marks the 100th anniversary, or next month does.
Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on now. Check it out, y'all. Can you bring it to the top? Like it up, never stop. Can you bring it to the top? One hop. Right foot now. Left foot now, y'all. Chop, chop, real smooth.
Okay, quick update for you now. It's now 7:30. We're at the halfway point of the prom tonight, so far so good. So everything's going great. The kids seem to be having a great time, and lights seem to be a big hit as well. Okay, I wish I could shine the camera around and show you this, but the kids are doing a conga line to the electric slide. I've never seen that done before, but it's middle school students. They aren't really familiar with the electric slide that much, but I think it's pretty funny. I've never seen that done before. But that's a new way to do the electric slide, doing the conga line. I may have to start introducing that at weddings. Okay, here's what my setup looks like on the dance floor. Pretty good. You just gotta give me that look, really give me that look, and the penny's coming out. Really hanging out. You never really got a drink for American guys. I mean, stop. Second in eyes, I can tell that you're in touch with your feminine side. Yes, I did, yes, I did. Somebody please tell me the F.I.A. I am Nicki Minaj. Okay, now as I mentioned at the very beginning of this gig log, I normally ask the students to write down their requests, because I can't remember all of them. And look at all these requests I've gotten. I swear, I've gotten a whole bunch of them. Look at what they've requested here. Jerk. These are all the requests they've made just in the last 2.5 hours. There's even more. There's more down there on the big floor too. Gotta love it. Middle school dances.
Okay, final song. They're out there dancing, having a good time. So can't show the camera around because you know, I like to get kids' face on it. But they're having a good time. They've had a real good time. We're about 5 minutes till 9 now, so everything's going good. I'm really surprised they like to request these 90s songs because, you know, Baby Got Back was popular when I was in high school. So, you know, the weird thing is, when I was in middle school, I don't remember us ever requesting songs that were 20 years before. You know what I'm saying? Like back from the 60s. So, guess times change. All right, we'll get ready to break it down here in a little bit. We'll do a final wrap from the road. Okay, it's about 9:45 now. I just got done packing up and getting ready to load everything out, but I wanted you to see my equipment real quick. That's what it looks like when it's all broken down. Got everything in tubs, computers up there, everything's ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my van. I'm gonna start loading everything up, and we'll do a final wrap from the road here in just a second. Take a look at this fellowship hall real quick. Nice big area here, and again, this is a Catholic church, by the way. All right, it's about 10:15 now, just on my way home, and yeah, and it was probably kind of a boring gig log because I really didn't get a chance to showcase anything, you know, because as I said at the beginning of this gig log, that I don't really like to film kids, you know, especially middle schoolers. I don't really like to get their faces that much, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I tried to record as much as I could, but I'll tell you one thing, it went great. I mean, I had several of the students thank me at the end of the night for everything that I did, and the teacher in charge said they definitely want to have me back next year. Now, I had actually done the prom for this school about 6 years ago, but since then they have changed, you know, students, of course, and they've also changed sponsors. So anyway, they're really impressed. We had a great time, and one thing that we did do tonight is we did what I call trivia. Now, I didn't record this, but I've got some trivia questions that I made up, you know, having to do with TV or, you know, maybe history or something like that. And here's how it works. What I normally do, and this works out really good at middle school and even possibly high school too, so if you ever want to try to do this, you might want to think about it. But anyway, what we did is I'd call up a student, you know, each hour, you know, since it was 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. We did the 6th graders during the 6 o'clock hour, the 7th graders during the 7 o'clock hour, and the 8th graders during the 8 o'clock hour. And basically what we do is we pick one student to come up and answer trivia. You know, it could be anything, like I said, from history to TV show or anything like that. It's multiple choice. And here's what I do, okay? I'll go ahead and ask them a question. I'll read out all the choices. Like for example, one of the questions I asked tonight was the 2000 presidential election was between who? And I mean, you know, you throw one out there that's not possible. You know, like I think like Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Johnson, and then Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, George Bush, or George W. Bush and Al Gore. Well, of course, it's George W. Bush and Al Gore. But the other students can help them out, and I'll let them guess until they get it. So, you know, that's how that works. And as I tell them, you know, nobody's ever lost a trivia, and I usually give them a bag of candy or something like that. So, you know, it always works out. Those are little perks you can do for the school dances, and I think the kids really like that. And right before I would do that, I'd play the Jeopardy theme, and I'd say, okay, you know what time it is now? It's time for trivia. And we'd play the Jeopardy theme. So that always worked out really well. That was a little thing that I did tonight. I wish I could have gotten that on video, though, me doing the trivia, but it worked out really well. So anyway, we got a lot more gig logs to come. We're getting into the busy wedding season, so we got plenty of weddings coming up soon. So until next time, practice and enjoy.